Welcome back to another episode of What's Your Story with Temi. And today we meet somebody that I begged. I told him that I wanted a taste of his dish and he refused. He told me that I cannot even remember what he said, but let's not bother about that. Today we meet is what your one and only, your favorite chef Lou of Lagos.
So yeah, thank you for that introduction. But let me clear the air first on that introduction. She asked for my food and I asked her a simple question. Why do you
Don't
want
tell
it?
them the question.
I was expecting her
Just
to
say that.
answer fine, like, oh, this is why I want to taste. I said,
I told
why
him why
do
I
you want
wanted
to
it.
taste?
I did.
And I said, no, you did not until like how many minutes ago. So
Yeah,
and then when you
because-
said when you finally answered my question, I said yes, it's fine. But
So I'm
skip,
tasting it.
skip, Sha. You already missed it now.
Like you said it on camera now.
You
I'm
missed it,
tasting.
you missed it.
Okay, let's go back to what we came here for. So, Chef Lou, let's do a brief introduction.
Alright.
Your name, your
Yeah.
full name.
My full name. I told you my full name. My full name is Adedichukwudalu.
Please, now on camera, tell us your full name. Your real name that your father gave you.
My name is Adedichukwudalu. So,
What's the Lou?
yeah,
Did your
you
father
want
say
to-
Lou or the
Yeah,
name?
yeah. My dad said like this is my son Lou.
I know that it's 9, but okay. If you say it's Lou, what department?
My name is
did
Adedichukwudalu. Let me factor.
Yeah, I'm not stressing.
And then that's where the Lou came from, like Olumide. So Lou, just to make it cool now.
Fine boy.
That's a vibe.
Okay, so when did you graduate from University of Lagos?
I studied. You want to know why I studied and everything?
Yes.
Yeah. I studied creative arts, University of Lagos. Yeah, set 16. So that's 2016. Yeah. And then
What
does
hostel
one
did you
know?
stay?
I never stayed on campus.
Yeah, big boy. They don't stay on campus.
I never stayed on campus.
Are you
It's not,
serious?
it's not a big boy thing, but there are just a lot of things I can't keep up with.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. So the next session now is the
Yeah.
60-second session.
Alright.
So I'll ask you a few questions and you have to answer me within 60 seconds. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Are you ready?
Yeah. Let's go.
Favorite food?
Fries and.
I asked if you were ready. Let's do it
Okay,
again.
okay.
Let's
okay.
do it again.
Yeah.
Is Chef Lou ready?
Yeah.
Favorite food?
Fries and drumsticks.
Favorite color?
Blue.
Favorite musician?
Alina Baraz.
What can you do without?
My. I can't do without food. Yeah.
Favorite place on earth?
Favorite place is Tulum.
Are you in a relationship?
No, I'm not.
How dare you?
I'm 25.
Yay! I think that's enough.
Did I make up
That's
60 seconds?
Yeah, I don't even know, but it's fine.
Yeah, I've tried it.
Just a few questions.
I
So let's
can't
go to
smile.
the order of the day straight up. First of all, before I even attempt, how did you come up with the Lou?
Yeah, I said already. The Louis is from my name, Olumide, so I just cut it out. I could not say, I did not want to make it Chef Olu.
Okay.
And then I just thought, how can we make it like sound so cool and so Chinese-y? Because you know when people say chef, everybody just goes, oh,
Chinese
Chinese. So I just went Chef Olu.
And
Yeah.
of Lagos.
Yeah.
And that's really nice. I like the name. So how did you? What's your story? How did you start? So you start telling me from how you started to like where you are.
I started my business in the year 2017.
That's after you graduated.
Yeah, after I graduated, because before I graduated, I wasn't doing anything food related. I'm so much of a creative. I had like a lot of options. You get
Okay.
so, but of all the options, like food wasn't like the top on my list. Do you get? I was just only doing like food because I enjoy doing it. So when people tell me, "Oh, your food tastes so nice, cook very well. Why don't you do this? Why don't you do food business?" I'm like, "Nah, fam. I just enjoy cooking." Like that's what I kept telling everybody until like real life hits me. Like real life made me
Real life.
understand that, guy, fam, you need to like. I had businesses I was running before.
Okay.
They were not providing daily income, but I needed like daily. I like daily income because I know I can like do a lot of things with that. So I decided to just let's try the food business because I enjoy cooking. I'm good at it, and then I have like a lot of creative ideas I want to explore, like
The cooking
talking
aspect.
about food. So yeah, I just said let's just do this. Like, and I started giving it a try from 2017 into 2018, and 2018 I decided finally that yeah, doing food and my first target market is University of Lagos because I knew they had problems with food.
Are you
At that
serious?
point, there was almost no good food on campus.
Okay.
Yeah, in 2018, there was almost no good food. Like almost everybody's fifth place, like your fifth place is in Unilag. were already doing like some kind of their food wasn't so good exactly, and people wanted food like in their comfort zone, and then so because people wanted food in their comfort zone, and then that time food delivery on campus wasn't really a major thing. Do you get? So I just thought of the way to like combine everything together in one business and then just do well. And then everybody was selling exactly the same thing. Rice
Yeah,
and
true.
beans, spaghetti, rice and
Spaghetti
spaghetti,
everywhere in
and
Unilag.
then rice, beans, spaghetti, fufu and all that. So I had to do creative dishes. I had to create original dishes that everything in it is going to be totally my own recipe. So that's when I came up with the idea of Starboy.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
So
So
that's
tell
what
us
Starboy came
about
from.
tell us your new recipes that you have, your new dishes that you have.
Oh, you want
Their
to know?
names.
Okay, the names. The names of the new dishes. Well, all of the dishes I created. Let me just tell you. Let me give you a run. I have Starboy. I have
Okay.
Obio. I have Shaggy. I have Lasisi. I have Migos. I have God's Plan 1, God's Plan 2, God's Plan 3. I have, and then my like, the latest of all of them is Made by Lagos, which has like a very long, extensive story to it that I don't think we can have time to talk about. And then there are a couple of others coming up. There is the Bona. There is a lot of other ones. So
That's really nice.
for now,
That's
the
really,
latest is
really
Made by
nice.
Lagos.
When did you get your space? This space?
Got the space later in 2018, towards the end of 2018. That's when I got space.
School distress. You didn't like
But
the
then,
stress.
well, like stressed a lot. So even till now, till now, I say a lot of story to it, but it's nobody's business exactly.
True. You're already out there. So what inspires you? What brings? How do you add your dishes together? How do you do? What pops up in your mind?
First
How
thing,
do you
let me just let me tell you, there's no again to it. I just enter the kitchen. Sometimes when I picture something in my head, you see the again they'll tell you, I just had this mad idea in my head and I entered and boom, it came true. That's a big lie, man. The thing will come in your head and it looks so beautiful. And when you enter the kitchen and I put it together, and it tastes like so yeah, like you just have to keep trying like over and over and over and over again so you get the perfect recipe. So that's what I do with almost all my dishes. Like I do the first one and then if it comes out trashy, like I keep doing it and then I always do food tasting. My latest dish that's made by Lagos, before I finally launched it, I did that's like 7 tastings.
Okay.
So in every tasting, I invite people and you tell me what you can taste and what you cannot taste and what you like, what you think you want to be in it extra and all of that. I just always go after perfection, like in every dish and uniqueness. So if eventually I can come to that pivot point where I know, oh yes, uniqueness has made perfection, then I know that the dish is ready for lunch.
Please.
But even after the lunch, still there is still space for editing because it's my original recipe.
Okay. Yeah. Please, the next tasting, will you invite Temi?
I'll think about it because so that
all this pride. I don't like all this pride, but
of course I'll invite you if you're around. I always put out my tasting, like whenever it's time for my tasting, I put it out on WhatsApp and Instagram sometimes. I just say if you're around Akoka and they're available for a tasting on so and so day, let me know. But once I say a lot of people are already jumping, I want to come, so I just look for something to do. I just make it like a competition. So like I just pick like I select people who will come.
Please pick Temi. Please pick Temi. Thank you very much. Okay, yes. So how do you handle ups and downs? I don't know your own ups and downs in your field. So let me just say ups and downs.
Well, in this field, there are a lot of ups and downs, especially with the way, competition and all of that. But one good thing for me is I always don't see competition.
Okay.
I always run a race against myself. So I believe when I run a race against myself, there is no need for me to get distracted and look back at any other person running the same race. Yeah, because I just see myself. Do you understand? Every other person, I see them as people along the line that are going to help me get to where I am going to. I don't see you as a competition. So the thing is, instead of seeing you as someone that is against me, I see you are for me. So I just learn stuff from you. I learn tricks and stuff from you. And that is only going to help my game.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, because when I come to you and then I talk to you as someone who is meant to be my competition, and you can just teach me like a couple of tricks and then I combine with the one I already have. It just helps me up my game. So I don't believe in unhealthy competition. I just see myself alone and then every other person willing to assist me in my race.
Alright. How do you react to a rumor? If you hear that they said that Chef Lou's food add this in it, what do you do?
Most times what happens is if people complain about my food,
Uh-huh.
good enough, I already create like very good customer relationship with every customer. So once there's a problem with the dish,
Mhm.
it happens that they just contact me directly that, oh, Chef Lou, I got this stuff today and this is what I saw, this is what I got, which is not what I was expecting. And if there was a reason for that, if something happened along the line, I call the kitchen to confirm what happened to this person's dish. If they give me an explanation, then I explain to the customer. And when I explain to the customer, I make sure I create an understanding. And I have to either refund or I compensate. Most of the time, I always compensate. So I can send you like double or triple of what you ordered that
Okay.
that you were not satisfied with. So I can
Okay.
even send you. Sometimes it has happened where I send food to a customer as compensation through the week. I just always make
True, like
sure,
the owing.
yeah, for the
Mad,
whole week.
mad,
So I just
mad.
always want to make sure like every customer is satisfied. If you complain to me that you're not satisfied with what you got from me, I find a way to fix it. But sometimes some customers, some people decide to go as far as going on social media to drag you. And I don't
Have
think
you ever
it's,
had that?
yeah, I've had that issue, but it worked in my favor because the person complained about Starboy from Babcock University. And good thing is every other the person said she got Starboy from me at Babcock University and she made them purge, and then it was a scam because it was shawarma, like I put her shawarma. Just it's a long story, it's still on my Twitter till now. But I myself and my manager sat down and we looked at the whole thing and we said the way we handled it was very good, and because of the good relationship we built with every other customer, like everybody came out for us,
Are you
like they came out for the
serious?
brand and we were like, guy, we eat this thing every day in Unilag and we never
Yes,
purge.
so.
Do you
Mm-hmm.
understand? We eat it every day, we never purge. What do you eat? And then some other people came and they were like, they also got this when it came to Babcock and it didn't make them like the whole social media just it went well eventually. But I think I should just use this opportunity to say, if you have any issue with an SME, with a new business or with a young business, it's always the last thing to drag them on social media because it's just like you're not supporting your own. When Nike fucks up, if Nike delivers something that is not satisfactory to you, you don't go online and drag Nike. You won't just say it in your bedroom. Even if you go to drag, if you go to drag
They won't
Nike,
even
they
notice.
won't even notice. But when there is a young business, a young startup business that you see that is actually they're trying to do their best to satisfy every customer. I think the best thing to help them is just to complain directly to them that this is what I got and I'm not satisfied with it. Now, if they don't fix it, or if they don't talk to you properly, or if you don't handle the situation properly, then yeah, you can go ahead and drag them. But you see, while they're in the middle of trying to make sure it is going fine, please don't drag them. Like it destroys businesses.
Alright, we've learned
Yeah.
something. So, are you saying you have a stand in backup too?
No, I don't. I do the university tour thing where people invite me to different universities
Oh,
and then
oh, oh,
yeah.
oh, oh, okay. So I think that we've heard enough from Chef Lou, and then I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it.
Are you sure?
Please don't drag my Chef Lou on
No,
social
no,
media. Me, I
mine
don't
is not
like
even
it.
a problem. Like I just feel generally like that one. In
Yes.
fact, when that one happened, I think I got about 4,000 more followers on Twitter.
Are you serious?
Yeah, after that station, I got 4,000 more. Like, in fact, Starboy, I think after that time, at that time, I was still on, I just sold 8,000 Starboy. I think it was after that time, I moved up to my, like, record in like 4 months, moved up to, I had already sold like, in the space of 2 months, basically, I sold like about, let's say, 3,000 wraps of
And
Starboy.
then should we say thank God she talked on this thing?
Yeah, it worked in my favor because of good customer relationship
Oh
and
yeah,
because of
true.
good brand and all of that. But in some other situations, it doesn't work in their favor. You
Okay,
get.
so and what can you say to upcoming chefs that want to they are looking up to you? What can you say to them?
Well, first thing I'll say is nobody's the best chef in the world. Every single person in every field has their uniqueness, and I just think you should just find that uniqueness and then to make the best out of your uniqueness. Like find an edge over every other person in that field, and then like
Work
just
with it.
work with it, work with it so much and let people know you for that. Do you get? There is nobody that's the best chef. Nobody is the best cook. Nobody. My mother cooks more than better than a lot of other people. Your mother cooks better than my mother.
My mother
Everybody's
is a
mother.
caterer.
Do you understand? Everybody's mother
Yeah.
cooks better than the other person's mother. So
Yeah.
that is the same thing with the chef. This thing. Everybody cooks better than the other person. But just find a niche for yourself. Do what you are doing. Keep at it. Make sure you make people taste what you are doing as a chef, and then
To be fair.
yeah, work well with their reviews. It helps a lot.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I feel like this is this is the end. Chef Lou has said enough. he has said enough.
Yeah,
I
I've
feel
tried.
like we even
I'm not explaining you.
that's a lie. But anyways, thank you for having me here with you
Yeah,
today.
you're welcome. Thank you very much for coming.
I feel like I'll
appreciate
come back
this.
because you already said that I can taste, and I'll come with my camera the next time
Well,
I
I
come.
did not say
too.
that. I said it. I'm just kidding.
So the next time I'm coming, I'll come with my camera too. So
Alright.
thank you for watching today's episode of What's Your Story with Temi.
Alright.
Bye.
Thank you guys. Bye.